Ugh. Wearing the same shirt I recorded with yesterday. I think I have to start a GoFundMe for getting more shirts. Hey everybody, JK Calloway here at Real JK Calloway, coming at you with the results for this week's hashtag skirmish game. This week we played hashtag bad reasons to raise money, because apparently there's no such thing to some people. We did trend for a little bit at number 5 in the US, so thank you everyone for playing along. Lots of funny, really creative responses we will get into right about now with our top 10 for this week's hashtag skirmish game. Hashtag bad reasons to raise money. Number 10 comes from Your Prose is weak. Penis reduction. I like this one a lot, but honestly, I put you in the top 10 because of your handle. Your prose is weak. I like that. That's good stuff. Number 9 comes from Benji Butcher. To fight cancer research. Someone needs to stand up against these hooligans trying to cure all this cancer. Do you know how many more people would be on Earth if there was no cancer? Number 8 comes from Total Patriarchy. To pay for my flight to get to the Maury show. There's gonna be some unexpected extra costs coming up in your life. You don't need to pay for the flight on top of it. Number 7 comes from SnapDad42. Twitter addiction cost you your job. Have people not figured out how to have multiple tabs open at work? Like, I've always got Twitter open because if there's something going on or a game starting, I want to check it out real quick. Sometimes it's too busy at that particular time, so I have to play late, which I feel terrible about, but you know, it happens. But don't just leave it open for the world to see. Like, if you're not doing anything, go back to your work page. Learn to hide your bad habits. I'm currently scratching my testicles. I'm hiding that from you. Number 6 comes from DougSterling1. To buy some better tweets that will get liked and retweeted. I liked and retweeted it. And at least one other person liked it, so success! Number 5 comes from RockStorm. Need to build new Death Star. 4th time's the charm. We promise. Have there been 3 of those fucking things? Like, I know 2 got destroyed in the original trilogy, and now with this new one, they kind of built this newfangled version of it. I can't even remember what it's called, honestly. I'm gonna go see The Last Jedi tomorrow, so I'm not seeing it tonight. I'm recording on Friday, and I'll go see it Saturday. But did they build a new... Are they calling it a Death Star in this new trilogy? They're not calling it that, are they? I don't remember what they're calling it, but it's more or less the same thing. It's a planet killer. You know, like you do. But 4 of those? There's the 4th one? Like, if it's that good an idea, 4 tries is not really showing it. Number 4 comes from @72 Conti. To pay for websites no longer free due to net neutrality repeal. Yeah. Cool. So now companies are going to be able to charge for different speeds of your internet and also what you can access. Awesome. Who thought that was a good idea? Who doesn't see that as a possible way to control thought, you dumb fucks? If you're one of those goobers that think this is just capitalism at its best, like, do you really think government's not getting involved with this? You really think that? Because, God, are you stupid. You're gonna have what you can view on the internet regulated now. As far as just information. You think it's just to keep away kiddie porn and crap? No, that was already in place. This is gonna be information now. So, you're not gonna get all of it unless you pay top dollar, and even then, you might not even have access to it. Outstanding job. Jesus, fuck. Number 3 comes from @twistedUp_and_side. Want to study the effect dog farts have on school-aged children. You don't really need money or a study for that, it makes them laugh. It still works on some adults. Number 2 comes from @Ayo Jackie Boy. Blues Clues Booze Cruise.
Here's a mail that never fails. It makes me wanna wag my tail when it comes to wanna wail. Mail! Bye, Steve!
Now before we get to our number 1, here are some honorable mentions, including one from the host @RealJKCalloway. One from me, because your kid is being bullied and you could use a new wardrobe. This is a story from earlier in the week, obviously, and it inspired this tag because just wow. We don't know what's true or not. We don't know if the video is even real, like if this kid was actually being bullied. It's depressing that we don't know now, because some piece of crap decided they needed to make a profit off of this, and hopefully it's not his mom. Hopefully it was a fake account set up by somebody, but Jesus, it looks like it was actually her. And then you start looking at the video and how she's more or less directing the kid and what to say and how to say it, and it's like, oh my, like, oh God, you can't believe anything anymore. Keaton, if you're out there, it's depressing to say, but hopefully you're just being bullied. Otherwise, you and your family are a giant piece of shit. Hopefully you were genuine. Hopefully you weren't sitting around in your school just calling black people the N-word left and right. It's depressing, I have to say, hopefully, to this. And if it's really Keaton's mom on that GoFundMe trying to raise money for what? One from @RealBadger to fund the bank heist. People think you can just jump right into a bank heist. There's a lot of planning and money that goes into that. Who's gonna fund my driver? Who's gonna pay for my car to get away in? Who's gonna pay for all the masks? Those things ain't cheap. I don't own a single gun, and clearly I'm gonna need multiple guns because I'm gonna have helpers and at least one dude with a shotgun to shoot the ceiling. That needs to happen. It's protocol. One from @Choo Train to make my shrunken head collection bigger. I don't want to sound insensitive, but damn it. I don't want to sound insensitive or like I'm pointing out the obvious here, but don't shrink the heads. Collection will get bigger. Plus then there's more detail. You know, you can really tell the anguish in their face as you're just sawing through. What the fuck I'm talking about. One from @WickedFedora. Need tuition money to attend Trump University. Similar to the bank heist theory, it takes money to get ripped off. I still have not really heard what the hell Trump University was all about. Was it teaching business practices? Was it teaching like ethics? Yeah. What kind of diploma did you get from Trump University that would make you ready to just go into the free market and start making millions? How's everyone doing, I wonder?
Oh my God. Mortimer, your brother's not well. We better call an ambulance. Fuck him!
And one from @Swiss Mistress to upgrade the box to bottle for my daily wine intake. Fewer things in this world let you know you've made it, like wasting glass instead of cardboard. I'm not a huge wine drinker personally, but I've never tried box wine. It just seems really weird. I'm not that big of a wine connoisseur. I'm not that jerk that puts the glass in his nose. Yeah, I'm not that guy. So I don't really know if there's a big difference between box and glass bottles. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably the same. I gotta hope it's more so the process of how it was made than how it was packaged that dictates the taste. But I don't know. You know, good on you. I gotta think glass bottles are more expensive. So, status upgrade. You know what I mean? Yeah. And our number one for this week's hashtag skirmish game comes from @Eminem11683. Funding your basement meth business. I think as a society we need to take a step back and praise those who are trying to get ahead with science. It's not a good sign that the most unintelligent of us are trying to make this happen, i.e. Florida. It's still science. You still have to figure out how much of what goes into what to make it work, and then make the money so you can launder it through your father's paintball gun range. I don't know, Florida. But if we could just harness that ingenuity into, you know, doctors or something. Or politicians, obviously. That might be a good start to get us back on the right track. And there it is, my friends, our top 10 for this week's hashtag skirmish game. Hashtag bad reasons to raise money. Thank you everyone for playing along. Lots of really funny responses. Of course, make sure you go click the hashtag itself and start scrolling. You'll meet new people, you make new friends, you'll laugh your boodle off. I said boodle. That's what my kids call it. I'm going to call it a boodle. Before you go, make sure you download the hashtag Roundup app if you haven't already. It is outstanding. Consolidates all the best weekly hashtag games, including hashtag skirmish, hosted by this face. You're welcome for that. We play it every single Friday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Pacific. Good times had by all. And of course, for me, make sure you hit subscribe before you leave. We're almost at 400. It's almost happening. It's an amazing thing. I have a Patreon, by the way. Or no, wait, I'm sorry, I deleted it. I'm gonna redo it. Because I don't understand how it works, really. I gotta actually like read through the thing and figure out how it works, and then you can donate to me. My name is J.K. Calloway. We will talk to you again next week.